Dagger here it's a game, but it's more than a game. It's really more of a community. Everybody out here, we call each other silly names. He's Sieg, I'm Gabe. Over here we have Arcsidia, Mindcell, there's Phaedrus and Cross. We have all funny names. But it's a community of people, like-minded individuals. We come out here, we beat each other with foam swords, we go out and we have fun, nightlife events and things like that. It's great.
And I go to all the campouts, and I have gained hundreds of friends all across the United States of America because of this game, and it's wonderful that way.
When I was in high school, I was about 17 years old. A couple of my friends saw some people out at a local park, and they saw them fighting with what they said were foam weapons. So at the time, a few of my friends were fighting with like wood and metal weapons. So we were like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Might be a little bit safer. So we decided to go check it out. And all the guys there, they told us about the game, they explained the rules to us, and they gave us some of their weapons so that we could try it out. And immediately my friends and I all got hooked on it. It was, I mean, just a lot of fun, very safe, and the community was great. It was very welcoming. Everyone was very easy to talk to and whatnot. Some of the rules of Dagger here. Well, Dagger here is it tries to be as safe as possible. So most of the time there's no headshots. A lot of the times what you'll be aiming to do is when you're trying to kill your opponent, you either want to hit them in two limbs to kill them. So you'll hit them in any combination of an arm or a leg to kill them, or in the torso. There are a few weapons that can hit to the head, but they're all safely padded. Outside of that, when you're out there, there's a few different weapon types too. We have short weapons, which are called blue weapons. Those are usually one-handed weapons, and then we have red weapons, which are two-handed great weapons more often than not. There's also green weapons, which are stabbing weapons. Certain weapons can have stabbing tips, and if you could have like a blue stabbing weapon as well, which would be like a sword with a stabbing tip. So there's we try to keep it about as simple as possible.
There aren't a lot of girls that play Dagger here, and because of that, I think it's really fun to get out in the field, and then, you know, you see somebody and they're like, oh, hey, you know, like this chick is about to battle me, and you just totally rage on them, and they don't know what's gonna hit them.
Our local group is a realm called Arendor. We're a fairly large Dagger here chapter. We have our own symbol, which is the tree. It's a big tree in a green circle. Usually we kind of go by very earth tone colors like green and brown. The chapter Arendor has grown. Like when I first started, I think there were maybe 20 people in it, and now it expanded up to like 150 or so at one point. But the chapter tries to be as honorable as possible. The whole game is based on honor, like your hit taking, it's all honor based. So the chapter is very focused on being honorable and being fair.
Though I'm not always like a fighter outside, you know, when we go and do this during the events or anything, sometimes I do non-combatant work, which is like medical things. I can also, you know, assist any of the unit mates that I have in any of the outfits that we have. We call it garb. I help make that. I also help make the weapons, and you know, it's kind of like, it's really kind of a family thing because we all get together and do all of this stuff too.
And on the field, there's, you know, 200-300 other people there, all dressed up in medieval clothes. You're just sitting there like, I'm not thinking about my history exam that I have coming up next week. I'm here back in medieval times fighting for my life.